Hi, I'm Hugh McFarlane. I'm the founder of Math Marketing and the author of The Leaky Funnel and hundreds of white papers and ebooks on the subject of funnel management. I've personally participated in over 300 growth projects around the world and trained thousands of marketers in B2B marketing from 20 countries. I'm excited today to share a little of what we've learned. I'm more excited though to hear from you. I'd like to hear your experiences, your views, your concerns. At the end of this video, I'm going to invite you to post your questions and comments in the forum and to discuss those thoughts with your colleagues from around the world. Strategy is a question of focus. Whole of company strategy helps you decide what focus will deliver the greatest profit. Go-to-market strategy helps you determine where you'll play and how you'll play when you get there. How do you build a great business from an already good business? Jim Collins, a researcher and writer, set out to answer that question. You may know Jim Collins, who together with Jerry Porras was co-author of a famous book, Built to Last. Jim Collins then, without Jerry Porras, wrote what I believe to be the better of the two books, Good to Great. He was answering this question: how do you take a business that's already travelling well and make it travel great? Let me pose this situation to you. Imagine that there were a large group of businesses already travelling well. In fact, for 15 years, this group of businesses had travelled at or just slightly below market for fully 15 years. These were good businesses. Each of them, in their own time then, went through a significant transition, a deliberate transition. And then each of these businesses, every one of them, then grew at, not at market, but 3 times market for fully 15 years. If I told you there was a group that had gone from good to great via a transition, would you want to know what the transition was? I certainly would. Jim Collins wanted to know as well, and that's what he set out to find and then to write about in Good to Great. And here's the essence of what we've learned from Good to Great. It all comes down to discipline. But actually 3 types of discipline. Firstly, disciplined people. What he calls level 5 leadership. Disciplined people is about being led well, leaders of leaders, but it's also about having the right team. What he says, get the right people on the bus and the wrong people off the bus. That's disciplined people. Disciplined thought also has 2 elements. Firstly, it's about confronting your brutal reality. It's also, though, about focus. Collins calls it the hedgehog, and it's a complex concept, but it's the intersection of 3 streams of thought. What are you as a business passionate about? What are you as a business the best in the world at? And what drives your profit engine? And when you understand where those 3 circles intersect, you have what Collins calls the hedgehog. Let's you and I call that focus. So disciplined thought is about confronting your reality. It's also about focus. Finally then, disciplined action. And disciplined action has, again, 2 elements. It's about building a culture of discipline. That's not so complex. But it's also about using technology as an accelerator. These businesses didn't create momentum with technology, they accelerated existing momentum using technology. Once that foundation was in place, they did one final thing. They did something very deliberate to gain momentum in their business. They deliberately put something into their business that allowed them to gain momentum. Perhaps it could be in your business, sales and marketing. In B2B marketing, we make a critical mistake. We come up with a great idea, we try it, then we lose interest and we move on. Then we come up with another great idea. Our consumer cousins know that it takes years to change opinions. But in B2B marketing, we keep changing our opinion. How can we expect our buyers to understand consistently what we do? That's not momentum. We need campaigns that don't last 3 months, but 3 years. That's how you take a business from good to great. Here's a question for you in your business. How can you gain unstoppable momentum in your business? What could you do to your business so that it had unstoppable momentum? And what role can marketing play in forming, building and maintaining that unstoppable momentum?